Liz, great having you on today.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Fired up.
Well, Aquiles, you're one of 3 first-year coaches in the Big West, and if you go with 4 years or less, that's about half the conference with young coaches. But first of all, what's it like for you to be in the Big West and back in Southern California?
Yeah, it's a really exciting time. I think you look at the Big West as one of the premier, if not the premier, mid-major conferences in the country. And it's fantastic volleyball top to bottom. So a really exciting time to be a part of it, but exciting time to be here at CSUN as well. I'm just really grateful and excited to get after it in a couple of days.
Well, you're now the 9th head coach in CSUN history, but what are your thoughts on the new position and the competition on the Big West after seeing last year the first ever Big West Women's Volleyball Championship?
Yeah, it is fantastic. I'm really excited to be here. There's a ton of history at CSUN, which I knew about before, being partially on the men's side as a player myself, but then also just diving into a lot of other things as well. But the Big West also just produces a ton. You got a bunch of Olympians and whatnot. And I'm excited to be a part of that, carry on that tradition. And try to compete and find ourselves in those championships, which I think is fantastic that there's a tournament. Do or die volleyball is some of my favorite type of volleyball, and I'm excited to pursue that with this program.
Excellent. Well, as a new coach, though, you have to set certain expectations, but what kind of goals do you have for yourself here in this program, being that it is your first year?
Yeah, I think sometimes goals can be dangerous. I don't want our program at any point in the season to see a goal that we set early on and now it's not attainable. I think ultimately we want to strive to make it into that tournament and find ourselves healthy, confident, and dangerous going into it. It's the top 6 teams, may change down the road and whatnot, but anything can happen because this conference top to bottom is really scary and dangerous. All the teams, definitely you get into that top 6 means that you're doing something right. So I think ultimately we want to be confident going into it, and then anything can happen from that point on.
I know that you weren't here last year, but based on what you have coming back, who do you expect to step up here in the 2024 season?
Yeah, I think ultimately, we brought in a whole lot. So we got 9 new players coming into this roster here since I took over. A lot of them I had history with before in recruiting, playing against, and all that. So we're really excited about a lot of the transfers we have, but we had a fantastic core that we're bringing in with a lot of returners that have fantastic playing experience within their young careers. So players like, EA, Tatiana, Leah Miller, and Paige Sentis, and all the other ones that had, roles. They did fantastic things in spring, and we're really excited to see what it looks like. It's, I think our style of volleyball is going to look a little different than it did before. Hopefully that's, a good thing, but it doesn't mean that they're doing bad things. But I'm excited to see how they evolve within what we do. But yeah, a lot of our transfers, although we might be perceived as young, I think have a lot of fantastic experience, whether it's really good individual accolades or being a part of success. And so we're really excited to bring them on and adapt and change what CSUN volleyball means moving forward.
Excellent, Coach. Well, I thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to catching you soon.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time. Take care.